Gold, we start with the daily chart. Okay, as we explained in my last video analysis, we had different option, and one of the option was when the price was here, we said we're looking for the down move. And for more information, we can refer to I'm the traders. They can refer to my previous videos. Okay, and now in my last video also I mentioned we are looking for the sell from this correction. The only thing is we need to see how we can get the proper trade setup for sell from this correction. We expect the price at least come to this low. Okay, and now we can see we don't have much information, only this move within today. In this case, we move to lower time frame. We see how we can get the trade. Okay, when we move to lower time frame, we see the price because when we analyze my last video, the price was here. We see we had this correction, the price drop and break this low. Okay, now the thing is, what's the next? Whether we can expect the price to move a bit higher to give us a bigger correction at least before we get the down move, or when we get the bigger correction, or we should expect for the sell from here. Okay, and it depends. Right now we cannot confirm. We need to wait and see what we get from here. Also, we need to move to lower time frame. But what I wanna highlight here is this: we need to see between these two. And when we move to the indicators, we have a divergence. Okay, and again the divergence doesn't give us a signal, just for information. And here, since we have these two, I mean, when we compare this one, we have this sharp shadow here. I don't think this is the end of the move and the price can reverse. I don't think. I still we can stay with our what we explained in my last video. We looking for the down move from this correction. At least we want a price to break this low, but it doesn't mean the price can not reverse. It can, but mostly we stay with our correction for the down move. The only thing is we want to see how we can trade, whether we will get the trade sell from here, or we should wait the price move a bit higher for bigger correction. How big, we are not sure before we get the down move. Okay, and I want to add here, for me, the best if the price move a bit higher, we get the sell setup from the top. It can give us a better sell rather than getting the correction from here. Okay. Anyway, based on forward chart, we don't have any trade setup. If we move to lower time frame, okay. Based on lower time frame, if there was no proper sell setup from here. If even anyone take the sell, I think when the price they see the reverse, they should take out the trade. Okay. Again, here also we need to see to compare this one in relative to this. Based on MACD, we have a divergence, and based on this one as well. Okay, just for our information. And now we want to see how we can trade it. Okay, first we talk about the sell because based on higher time frame, we are more interested in the sell. Based on what we have right now here, we don't have any trade setup for sell unless we see some changes here. If we see bigger correction and prices start to correct here, maybe we need to look into it, whether we can get the down move or not. But as I explained, the best is if the price can move a bit higher, at least to this level or higher, we get a bigger correction before we get the down move. Okay, that's mean right now we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is we need to wait and see what we will get from here, whether we get a correction here or the price move higher before we look for the down move. Okay, and do we need to look for buy as even we had a divergence here? Okay, because we expect, I mean, we said if the price move a bit higher, we get the sell from there. We are more interested. Is there any possibility we get the buy setup within this range? Okay, yes. If we get, we take it and we consider as a short-term buy. And as we can see here, we have this move and we have a correction here. Okay, whether we want to trade this flag, if we want to trade this one, what we have right now based on lower time frame, the only way is to have the option, I mean, entry above this. And similar to silver, having entry above this, a few pips above the highest price, I mean here, is quite risky. And this is for those traders, they know how to manage it, they can take it. That means this trade having entry above this to look for buys really risky. For those traders, they don't have enough experience, I don't suggest it. Okay, anyway, if you're looking for the buy by having entry above this, what we're expecting the price whether from here or a bit lower, break and continue sharp. If the price come and touch, or we get the trade we see is not moving, or is not moving, we take out the trade. Okay, what we want, breakout and continuation. And if we get a trade, as long as the price come to this high, may I put the line here, as long as the price come to this high, I put here at this price, they start to manage, whether here or here. I prefer to put here. Okay, when the price come to this level, we start to manage it. All right, anyway, we don't have any proper trade setup for buy. The only things we have is having entry above this, which is very risky, but still we can, if the traders they can manage it, they can look for it. But how about if the price drop a bit more and break this low? That means this one start to correct and break this low. Maybe I'll put my trend line, my line here. How about if the price drops some more and break this low around this price? Then we are not going to have an entry above this. Okay, then having entry above that, this top is not valid. This is the only times we have the small correction. What we have right now. And how about if we get a big correction and we see the prices start to correct, similar what I draw here? Yeah, that one can give us a better confirmation for buy. And still, if we get any buy, our target is when the price come to somewhere around this. Okay, that's when we start to manage it from there. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup for sell, and for buy, I explained how we can trade, and the buy will be a short-term buy. And in this case, we just follow the chart. We see what we will get from there. And again, I need to highlight, if anyone wants to get the buy from here, we need to get the proper buy setup. And what we have above of this is a bit, not a bit, quite very risky. If anyone wants to take the trade by having entry above this small flag or correction, whether we call it, they should know how to manage it. Rather than that, we don't have any other trade setup, whether for buy or sell. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any trade setup, then I will share on YouTube. Thanks.